Hi everybody! So for this week's Module 10 we learned about Twitter, and now strong is the new skinny is on Twitter. So here's what I have learned. First off, setting up the account and creating a name was a little bit difficult just because strong is the new skinny is apparently really popular. So for the username I created at QUSITNS. So QU for Quinnipiac and SITNS for strong is the new skinny if you didn't figure it out. I have it connected to my blog and Facebook, and I use similar images and the color scheme. If you had looked on my blog, the profile image is the same that I use for the Twitter profile image and the Facebook, and the background I use from my blog I recreated into a Twitter background and for my Facebook timeline photo, just to keep everything cohesive and as if it was a brand. For the blurb, I cut it down a lot. Obviously you have to, just because you're only limited to a certain amount of characters. So I said a Fitspo promoting health, confidence, and bodily peace, plain and simple. And then for the Quinnipiac disclaimer, I had to cut that down too, and I said created as part of a grad project at QU and does not reflect the views or opinions of the university. I hope that was okay. As of right now, I only have 7 followers, which isn't a whole lot, so hopefully you guys want to follow me. That would be great. Setup wasn't difficult at all. Twitter has it really down to the wire and step-by-step instructions, especially for those who are really new to social media. So for my approach for Twitter, the people, that entire section is still the same. It's still the same community. Nothing changes there. As for the objectives, it's mainly the same as before, except energizing the community has become more of a top priority rather than listening. So for energizing, the tweets are going to take up limited amounts of space in a feed, and they need to gain the audience's attention really quick. So using catchy phrases and motivational quotes hopefully will help that process. Listening, we're going to search for what they are talking about. Obviously using hashtags would be the easiest way, but just kind of poking around and seeing what people are saying and figuring out what people are talking about before they come to strong is the new skinny for it, and answering the questions before they even ask them, just to make it appear as if we actually know what they want. And finally, supporting. We're still going to be providing emotional support, but instead of answering questions or having them direct message us with problems that they're having or what they want to really talk about, we'd prefer to direct them to the blog section for the anonymous questions on the Strong is the New Skinny blog, rather than clogging up the feed. But if it's really quick, we would make exceptions for that, but would like to direct them back to the blog. As for the strategy, we're going to keep similar strategic outcomes, but slightly tweaking everything up a little bit. We'll continue to want to have the community properly educated on all things health and fitness, making sure they're going about this the right way, but we'll have shortened links to things, so they'll have to click from Twitter to something else if they want to read about it. We still want them to be excited about motivating each other in this fitness journey, but we want them to share our posts to help motivate one another. So instead of talking to somebody directly, how about they share our motivational quote of the day to their friend to get our name out there, but still motivating their friend. We still want to create a bond through Twitter in order to enhance the relationship on other platforms. That's a given. And we want to continue to have the community to be more powerful than the pro-anorexia and pro-bulimia blogs. Absolutely, because those are still unhealthy no matter what platform they're on. As for my hashtag search, hashtags are huge for the fitness community, so I went through tons of them, including but not limited to various fitness terms, hashtag fitness, exercise, gym, workout, sweat, abs, train mean, leg day, ab day, arm day, muscles, etc. Then I looked up inspirational terms, so Fitspo, motivation, inspiration, Fitspiration, other terms of associating people who are at the gym. And then dieting and eating terms. So clean eating, eat clean, diet healthy food, green, because leafy greens are a big thing, and then protein. On the right, you can see just some results that I had from hashtag searching for train mean. But what I learned throughout the hashtag search was that they are, again, huge for the fitness community, and people want to know how they are working hard. People want to share that they're going about this journey and they're proud of it. It might seem slightly cocky to some people, but they're just trying to motivate themselves and motivate their friends or whoever's following them, which I don't think is a bad thing. And then there's more hashtags surrounding fitness and exercise rather than just clean eating and dieting. There are hashtags for dieting and clean eating for people who just choose to do that just to be healthy and supply their body with healthy nutrients. But fitness and exercise is huge, and there's tons of different hashtags that people could do. And who I followed on Twitter, mostly I chose just random women, mainly younger, who showed various fitness themes within their tweets. So when I searched, if I saw a tweet that looked as if the person would want to follow us, I followed them so they knew who we are, and then hopefully they looked at our page. And then I just followed other healthy profiles and, of course, key influencers for this community. Speaking of influencers, some of the people that I followed included fitness experts and trainers. You may have heard of Jillian Michaels, Bob Harper, or Shaun T. I followed all of them just because they are basically idolized within the Fitspo community for being so healthy and advocates of fitness. I also followed athletic apparel companies, Nike and Lululemon, who are idolized basically again. I followed fitness magazines, which is things that people would want to, who are involved in fitness, most likely would probably be interested in as well, so I can retweet things from them. So fitness, shape, and women's health. And then I just followed other popular fitness accounts. Fitness Motivation, Fitness and Nutrition, and Pop Sugar Fitness are extremely well liked on Twitter. And I did not follow any lists just because nobody that I followed had any public lists. And I figured that was okay just because most people, at least in my personal experience, lists aren't exactly a big deal when you're just looking for fitness things. You kind of take whatever comes in your feed or whatever you find. As for tweets by Strong is the New Skinny, I did a few different types of tweets. They all meet the strategy though. So the first kind was tweets from blog content that I created. So it directs them to the blog and vice versa. So from one post that I did, it was all tips for runners and motivating things and mantras to say in your head. So I created a hashtag tips for runners for the specific blog post that I did a quick blurb about one of the tips that was in there, and then direct them to my blog so they could read about the other ones. Other tweets I did was basic conversational tweets. That was original content from us. So just posing questions, trying to get people to converse with us or with each other, and then general motivational lines. So we did retweet if you worked out today. Simple. If they worked out, hopefully they'll retweet it. If not, they'll favorite it, whatever gets their attention. Ab day or leg day, what do you prefer? Just trying to see what they like. It's still relevant to whatever involves fitness for them. And someone actually from our class commented back on one that I had wrote, "Don't give up, keep going." And then the Panthers post wrote, "Changing the ways we eat changes the ways we feel." And we agreed. It's true. If you eat junk, you're probably going to feel like junk. Finally, the other type of tweet that we did was graphics and images, bright and vibrant, grabbing their attention really quick, paired with a quick string of text, either almost repeating what the graphic says or just another idea. And then mostly motivational quotes, fitness inspiration, or healthy food. These are two of my favorites that I posted. As for the bit.ly results, only one of the links that I had posted was clicked, but that's okay because I currently only have 12 followers, so I'm gonna be positive about it and say it's not that bad, and hopefully will grow over time. But the one that was clicked was one of the images that I just showed you as a motivational graphic. Just goes to show you that people do respond to images more than they respond to other pieces of information. In conclusion, Twitter is definitely a place for the Fitspo community. They're a community who is constantly in need of positivity and motivation to keep going on this tough journey, and Twitter's platform allows for us to constantly be reminding them with multiple tweets a day. And they do appreciate various content, so images or recipes or whatever we're going to throw at them, they'll be okay with. And again, hashtags are immensely important to this community, but it needs time to catch on and gain followers. We're not going to have 1 million followers overnight. And it is different than blogs or Facebook, one, because of the obvious text limitations, so you got to be really creative within 140 characters. And finding them is easier on Twitter rather than Facebook or blog, just because retweets are more used than sharing on Facebook and more than blogs sharing to social media. And reasons why it's effective and not effective. It is effective because it can gain attention fairly quickly because you only have a short amount of text, and if it's very thought-provoking or creative, they will probably look at it, but you can lose their attention just as fast. And finally, too many tweets may make you present in their feed, but it can also be extremely annoying and backfire because they will probably unfollow you. So that's all I have for today. I can't wait to continue working with this community and see what else I can do with it. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you for watching.